Hello everyone, welcome to your own channel. How you guys are doing? So today I will be going to discuss about Saturn transit for a particular ascendant, but this will not be through ascendant. This will be through moon, wherever your moon is sitting. So that will be Saturn transit through moon Lagan for a particular ascendant, which will be Capricorn. We already started the series of Rahu and Ketu, transits of Rahu and Ketu, which will be starting from May end. So if you guys haven't watched those videos, go and watch those videos. So side by side, parallelly, we are also covering Rahu Ketu transit and Saturn transit also. Saturn transit with ascendants we have already completed. So if you guys haven't watched that series, please go and watch on my channel. That will give you and help you to understand your Saturn transit through different ascendant. And now we are talking about not the ascendant, not from ascendant, but wherever moon will be sitting in different houses for that particular ascendant, what results Saturn transit can give you. So that is one thing, and Rahu Ketu will parallelly are doing, and next video will be on that one. So but today we'll be discussing Saturn transit for Capricorn ascendant when moon is sitting in different houses. So for Capricorn ascendant, moon will be transiting to their third house in the sign of Pisces. So see, basically what here is the thing, that to understand these videos, especially because transit from ascendant is very straightforward, right? You can just see whatever your ascendant is and then where the planet is transiting. But with the moon Lagan, it could be little confusing or complicated for a few people, because here you need to understand that, see, if we see that moon is sitting in the second house for Capricorn ascendant, so moon will be in Aquarius. So for all ascendant, moon can be in Aquarius, right? And Saturn will be transiting second to it, because Saturn will be transiting to Pisces. So always it will be for next 2.5 years, it will be for every ascendant, it will be second house when moon will be sitting in Aquarius. But just take an example, one thing, like if suppose this is your Aquarius sign, moon is sitting here, this is your Pisces, Saturn will be transiting here, like for take example of Leo Lagan, right? So then you need to understand that here the houses which are involved are 7th and 8th. When we are talking that it is second to it, but here the houses are third, second and third when we are saying second to it, right? Ascendant obviously will going to play a part somewhere, because now you have to check these Saturn also in this chart, and there if the Leo Lagan is there, you have to see the sun position, because Lagan Lord becomes very important for every chart, every ascendant. So this is how the difference will be, right? So you need to understand where moon is sitting in which house and what the sign is. Because if you see another thing, Capricorn ascendant, moon is sitting in the second house, sign is Aquarius. For Virgo ascendant, moon will be sitting in the second house, but the sign will be Libra. So now you have to see moon position with the sign of Libra in second house, two things. But here for these ascendant, moon is sitting in the second house, so results of second house will be seen. But if what is the sign is Aquarius, which means the original 11th house. So now that will also come into the picture. And one last thing, okay, I'm confusing you more and more, but one last thing, for every ascendant you need to see which house Lord Moon is. That results will also come into picture. For Capricorn it would be 7th house, right? For other ascendants, like suppose Virgo, it would be your 11th house. So then 11th house things will come into picture. But for Capricorn, 7th house will also come into picture. So this is how you need to blend the things. I know it is little confusing, but if you want a real analysis of transits, then you need to see like that. Also, I always say that things need to be analyzed from both Lagan and Moon Lagan. But there is third thing to it also, that we are not doing it right now, but from Lagan Lord also. Because Lagan Lord is you are traveling in different houses. So suppose for Capricorn, if Saturn is sitting in the 10th house, then Lagan is in the 10th house. From Lagan, the Saturn transit will be happening in the 6th house. At the same time, you see from Lagan it is happening in the third house, from Moon it is happening in the second house, and from the Lagan Lord it is happening in the sixth house. Now you see the results. And now you will see the difference when you are just seeing it from the ascendant. You will get different results. And those results will be near to accurate. I'm not saying accurate because again, a lot of other things will come into picture, but this thing will be near to accurate. So this is how we need to analyze the thing. So I'm not talking about anything about the ascendant lord today, or maybe in some other videos, but today we are talking about moon. But I'm saying that this is how we need to understand the picture, as in how these transits will going to work when we are checking through moon. Okay. So now let's start the video. So when moon is sitting in the second house for Capricorn ascendant, so it is in the sign of Aquarius, it is little fluctuating kind of a moon, but now the things of second and third house becomes more important, and the placement of Jupiter and Saturn becomes more important. So now your moon is already sitting in the second house and Saturn is traveling second to it, so second house things become very important. So maybe it can take you away from the family, or there could be a foreign travel if things related to 12th house or other things are supporting to your foreign travel, because second house, any malefic sitting in the second house from Lagan or Moon Lagan, or in the fourth or in the 12th house, it gives you a foreign travel yoga. But that is just one part of it. Foreign travel requires a lot of other analysis. So maybe it can give you that. Okay. Separation from family, foreign travel, your mind and emotion will go towards income, how to generate more income, or your family. Maybe you get more concerned about your family because it will going to take you away from the family. This is how we need to see what things the Saturn transit second from moon can give you. Okay. Now when moon is sitting into the 12th Pisces sign in the third house for Capricorn ascendant, it is the period of major Sadhisati, peak Sadhisati. Obviously when moon was sitting into the Aquarius, it was also Sadhisati, but this is the major Sadhisati period, and here the emotions can get more disturbed because Rahu and Ketu will also be there in this house when Saturn will transit here. So after May end, Rahu and Ketu will be transiting to different houses, and then moon can have a little breather, but still Saturn will be there along with moon, and depending upon the degrees it will going to make an impact. But when Rahu and Ketu will also be there could be more disturbances. So that is why you need to be very cautious and patience. You need to be very cautious and have patience in making any decision. If you take the decisions in a hurry or hastily, then definitely there are chances that you guys have to regret later. Because see, Sadhisati always not always, but Sadhisati does this, that it always going to test your patience. It will give you trouble related to your emotions and thinking and judgment making, right? So if you take the decisions in a hurry, then maybe the chances are there that one has to regret later, because obviously chances are there that you can make some mistakes. So I'm not saying every time it will happen, but yes, chances are there that it may happen. So just be very cautious on that. Okay, because Sadhisati affects your moon. Sadhisati affects your mind. Alright. So now when moon will be transiting to, moon will be sitting in the fourth house of Capricorn ascendant. Saturn will be transiting 12th. So now 12th is what? 12th is about meditation, isolation, foreign travels, your investments, your bed pleasures, your losses, any kind of losses. So here when Saturn is in the 12th, obviously it is not very good position for Saturn transit from moon, especially I'm saying. So then it can give you some emotional trouble. And now Saturn will be always be 12th when moon will be sitting in Aquarius, sign of Aries for any ascendant. But this time it will involving these two houses, third and fourth. And I'm just saying this because I'm not going to repeat for every house, but then you have to see the houses also. What houses will be coming into the picture. So maybe it can give you emotional or maybe problems related to thinking and emotions for third and fourth house. That's what that is what the main thing will be. But it can give you foreign travels also because it is sitting in the 12th house. As I mentioned earlier, that 12th, 2nd, 4th, these are the houses of malefics are sitting or transiting there. There are chances that you may travel to foreign lands, but again you have to see other things also. Okay. So now when moon will be sitting into the 5th house it is exalted in from the Lagan, it is sitting in the 5th house, and Saturn is transiting 11 to it, right? So now 11th will wherever in whatever ascendant you take, when moon will be in the Taurus, it's always Saturn will be transiting this time 11 to it. So 11th transit is always good. 11th placement of Saturn is always good, either it is from moon or it is from Lagan. But now you have to see the houses. What results it will going to give you is related to these two houses, not the results what other ascendant people will see, because maybe for some ascendants there could be right, 7th and 9th house may be involved. Then result of 7th and 9th house will come into the picture. But here the results of 3rd and 5th house. But this placement is good for moon because it is exalted, and this transit is also good because it is happening in the 11th from moon. Alright. Now when moon is coming into the 6th house, moon is sitting in the 6th house of Capricorn ascendant. So 6th house moon obviously not very very good position, and Saturn will be transiting 10th to it. 10th is good, it is good for career. So now you have to see again this thing that 10th, it will going to happen for every ascendant. If moon is sitting in the Gemini sign for any ascendant, Saturn will be transiting 10th to it. But now here, because 10th is very important from moon and it can give you career changes or maybe a new job or new career, something like that related to career. So now the career may involve with the 3rd and 6th house things. Doctors, lawyers, CA, communication related jobs, these things can be into the picture for these people, because moon is sitting in 6th and Saturn is sitting in 3rd house. 3rd and 6th house related to then, but you have to see the position of Mercury also, because these two houses are governed by Mercury in Kalpurush Kundali. So then it will going to give you the results accordingly. Okay. Now when moon is sitting into your 7th house for Capricorn ascendant, it is a good moon because it is sitting in its own sign. All right. Now Saturn will be transiting 9th to it. 9th is again trine, and as I told you that trine or kendra from any planet or any house is always considered as good. So this transit will be good. This transit can give you good results related to travel, because it's a ninth and related to your father. Can give you some issues with things related to your father if the placements or other things are not very well. Okay. But the houses which will be involved is 3rd is always be there, but 7th house things will come into the picture. Okay. So those things we have to analyze. That we need to check. Now when moon will be sitting into the 8th house, so I always mention that 8th house moon, I don't consider it as very good, even though it is sitting in a good sign, because 8th house is originally Scorpio and moon is debilitated here. So it is not so very good moon, and also Saturn will be transiting 8th to it. So it is sitting in the 8th house and Saturn is transiting 8th. So now it may show an interest towards occult, astrology, or research job analysis, or it can give you career related to those things for 8th house, because 8th house is involved over there and Saturn is a planet of career. Or it can give you troubles related to 8th and 3rd house. What troubles for 8th house? Maybe I'm just taking example because it's a house of speculation. Also maybe person is involved in the stock market or things, and maybe they incur some loss, and that is why your moon get disturbed. Okay. Or it can also happen that maybe 3rd house related to your siblings, things may be difficult or not going so well, so you are disturbed. So those things can happen. Okay. Now when moon is sitting into the 9th house for Capricorn ascendant, Saturn will be transiting 7th to it. So 7th transit is again good because it's a Kendra transit, and 9th house moon is also good because 9th house is Sagittarius sign of Jupiter. So now Jupiter placement becomes very important for you people. If Jupiter is sitting strong, then definitely things will be good. But otherwise it can give you things related to 9th house, because it's in the 9th house related to your father, long distance travel, gurus, religious places, and also because it is 7th, so 7th house things like marriages, partnerships, relationships, or related to your spouse, all those things. Maybe your mind be more focused towards that. those things. Or it can also give you, maybe you can start up, I'm just taking an example, maybe you start a partnership or a business with your siblings, or maybe you do some business related to some communication thing. Okay, or maybe you get a strong desire of starting your business, and maybe you start your business, you start doing your business, uh, because that is what, where your mind will be taking you. Okay, so those things can happen. Now when moon will be sitting into the 10th house, Saturn will be transiting sixth to it. So sixth again is not very good transit, because it is transiting third from Lagan and sixth from Moon. It is both transit of Upachaya house. So things related to, depending upon your sixth house, maybe you get emotionally disturbed, or your mind may be focusing more on the things related to sixth house, like diseases, law cases, legal things, anything related to legal or competition, or related to your career, right? Things related to siblings will always be there, because it's a third house one. So those things, or maybe something, some disease or some legal thing is happening to your sibling, that is why your moon get disturbed, or maybe your focus is towards that, how to get your younger one out of there. Okay, so those things will definitely going to make an impact. Now when moon will be sitting into the 11th house, Saturn will be transiting fifth to it, but moon here is debilitated. So if there is no cancellation of debilitation, then moon will give you a mixed kind of a result, because Saturn transit is in the trine, it's a good transit. So but again, moon is not very happy here. All right, so things related to 11th house, like network circle, social media, or your networking, or elder siblings may not do very well, or maybe your mind gets more disturbed related to things of those things. So those things can very well happen here. If Mars is also sitting bad here, or not very good, then things will become more, can become more worse. Okay. So now when moon will be in the 12th house. So 12th house moon is okay, but it gives you a deep thinking, like, because it's an original Pisces sign, right? So people think a lot before taking a decision, or before making a decision. But Saturn will be transiting fourth to it. So fourth is again good Kendra house, and things related to fourth house in land, property, and all, related to 12th house, which is again investments and all, and those things, or maybe something related to your father property, because from ninth it is fourth, 12th. So those things can be a focus area, or maybe your mind get towards those things. Or it can happen that maybe, I'm not saying that it will, but can happen that you and your sibling can have a uh, either a dispute, or maybe you guys are settling the things of your father's property between you two. Maybe you are dividing the things, or your father is doing that. This can happen. Or you, maybe your mind, or you will be taking a decision that we should do it. These things can happen. Okay. Foreign travel, yes, it is possible, because moon is sitting in 12th, and Saturn will be transiting fourth to it. Fourth is again the house of home and all. So yes, foreign travel can also be there. Now when moon is in the ascendant, then both ascendant and moon ascendants are same. So third house become more important. Things related to third house will play a big role in your life for this 2.5 years. So you need to focus on that area. Relationship with siblings, communication, uh, jobs related to communication, work related to communication, or short distance travels, right? Those things will play a important part. Yeah, so all these things will be in focus for you people. And also, obviously, you have to check the condition of Saturn and Jupiter in your natal chart. If they are sitting good, then definitely you will be going to get good results, and this transit will be good. Okay. So alright guys, this is my analysis for transit of Saturn through different moon signs for Capricorn ascendant. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, do share the video as much as possible, and comment if you have any questions. I'll try to answer. And if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know your things like planetary positions or other reports and things, or if you need any consultation or any help or any courses, then you all of you can visit my website shikharvats.com, and you will get the things over there. Okay. So all right guys, see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.